said it 4 or 5 times. But your responsibility, first of all, is safety. To you, your crew, both teams, all the little parents and all the little aunts and uncles and cousins and all that neat stuff. This game is important to the players. We had, I commented a bit ago that we just completed our outdoor playoffs of the spring. In the finals, we did the international or the FIFA walkout, where the referees went out, the players fanned out, and everything like that. Parents thought that was just the neatest thing in the world. Yes.
My brother made it to the championship.
Good. Good. Did you win?
Yes.
Awesome. But it all begins with that safety factor. Somebody's got to win, somebody's got to lose. Somebody has to arbitrate between the two teams. Where this first started, where refereedom first started, the arbiter sat in the stands. And the players on the field would get into a skirmish, and they'd stop playing and they'd appeal to the arbiter to make a decision. Well, he's up there, munching on his popcorn, drinking his Coke. And it took a long time to get the game played and the decisions made, so they took the referee and put him down on the field. Once again, best seat in the house. I'm in the middle, there's 11 over here, 11 over there, and 2 mouthy coaches. Not all coaches are mouthy. Giving you the wrong impression of coaches. 90, 40, a couple of % of them are pretty good. But they're what you make them to be. If you'll make a friend out of them, or at least have a conversation, they won't be angry with you. Do you find it easier to spout off to somebody that you don't know, or somebody that you're familiar with?
Don't know.
Absolutely. So if I'm a coach and you've not bothered to come up and introduce yourself to me, I'll go, "Hey, are you blind?" I can do that because you didn't make a conversation with me. Make friends out of these people. Make friends out of the players. The more you talk to them and let them know that you're a viable, living, breathing being, and you may think and act like them at times, the better off you're all going to be. Okay? So we've ascertained now that our first and number and biggest job is to be safe. Players got to be safe. Referees got to be safe. Ball has to be safe. Field has to be safe. Everything has to be safe. Now we're going to play. So it's your job as the referee to monitor everything that goes on in the field. You are the decision maker. You are, if you will, Lady Liberty with the blindfold and the whole 9 yards. You watch what occurs, and you render that decision. That 3/4 of a second, 17 laws, 18 with common sense, a few international board decisions, and be right every time. Can you do that?
No.
No. You're not going to be right every time. But if you're right most of the time, the other few times have a tendency to cancel the other ones out. You'll be fine. But if you make a mistake, fear not, rookie referees. If you make, let me backspace a little bit. When you make a mistake, not if, when you make a mistake, tell them that you made a mistake. I can't do that. They'll put a chink in my armor. Next thing you know, my helmet will fall off and all that neat stuff. You're human. The 3 guys that are sitting here in front of me that are referees, have you ever pointed the wrong direction? Oh, my bad, I'm going this way. Have you ever said green when it should have been blue?
All the time.
Indirect when it should have been direct?
Corner kick when I should have said goal kick.
Yeah. I did, let's see, this has probably been a couple, 3, 4 months ago now. I did an indoor game, and I stopped, blew the whistle the second time, and I said, wait, I made a mistake, and I thought 15 guys were going to faint. They had never experienced the fact that a referee could admit the fact that he was fallible, made a mistake, and then corrected, and off we went to play. It doesn't hurt to say you're. It doesn't hurt to say you're. You can say you're wrong. They know it. They knew it as soon as you did it, said it, or pointed it. They knew it. Now confirm their convictions and say, yes, I'm human. I'm sorry it wasn't this way. We're going this way. It's off this player going this direction. Be human. They'll laugh about it afterwards. If you make yourself so rigid and it's obvious that like it's obvious that the ball was supposed to go this way. If you force the point, the world knows. Perry, well, I can't even say Perry Mason because you've got to know who he is. Is there any attorney shows on TV anymore? Anyway.
Boston Legal.
There you go, Boston Legal. If everybody knows that it was supposed to be this way, and you're still enforcing it to go that way, you can take that little bit of credibility that you've got, that's probably a 3x5 or 4x6, and you can fold it up and fold it up and fold it up until it's about the size of a large aspirin, and swallow it. You will have no more of it left. Let them know that you're human. You make mistakes. You can correct your mistakes as long as the ball hasn't gone on from the mistake. You can correct the mistake. Once it's been played, your peck's bad boy, and you've made a mistake. Now they've got their big book out. Okay? So we're being safe about this. We've checked the field, we've checked the players, we've checked each other. Now we're going to start the game. Your job is to keep track of everything that goes on that field. Brad has told me that he has provided us with one of these handy-dandy little, where's your little handy-dandy book?
Top pocket.
I've been in that pocket.
Big cards.
Big cards.
The ones you write on.
Where's the book?
Oh.
Anyway. That could hurt somebody. If you fight on the edge of that.
Keith, the writable cards. You just dropped them to your left. Thank you.
This is what Brad likes. Takes a marker and marks what color. Say this one here is red, this is blue. So blue has the kickoff. Blue lost 2-1, unfortunately. Your job is to keep a record, a game record of everything that goes on. All of the yellow cards that are issued, all the red cards that are issued, and who got them, what number, what name, what the score was. All of those situations that one got hurt. 46 minutes, so-and-so got hurt. Looks like a broken ankle. Yeah, the foot's pointing that way and the rest of the body's going that way. Looks like Ferreira. Yes, sir.
I wouldn't recommend writing down every time a player goes down and is making an injury, but use Law 18 common sense.
Yeah.
If the ambulance comes and carries them off, you should probably write that down, because
Well, not only should you write that down, you'll also find out in your instructions that if you have a not normal occurrence at your game, a not normal occurrence, like the ambulance coming or medevac helicopter or something like that, there is a special and separate form that's to be filled out as well. The major thing to understand is that you have to keep track of everything. When they ask you at the end of the game, Who won? I don't know, I didn't keep track. I thought you guys were doing that. Again, who's the professional? They don't get paid to keep score, although they do. Sometimes better than we do. At the interval, at the half, it's always a good thing to go, I've got it 1-1 blue, or 1-1, it's a tie between red and blue. Okay? Check the rest of your team out. Make sure you're safe in this case. Because if you don't, you'll go back and give the wrong score to the wrong team, and the guy said, well, we actually didn't have any goals, but I'll take those 3 that you gave me. You need to be accurate. You need to be correct. That always helps. Okay? You need to make sure that when the players get into a skirmish, short of a fight, that you break all of that stuff up and you issue the appropriate cards for those situations. We'll get into what a red is for and what a yellow is for and that sort of thing at another point in time. Powers and duties. You are the power on the field from the time you get out of your car until the time you get back in the car. Okay? You are a professional. You are to act like one, you're to dress like one. You're to address people in a decent tone of voice, with a decent attitude. Keep track of everything that goes on your field. Give the directions, the appropriate directions to your assistant referees. And have one heck of a lot of fun. You got the best seat in the house. You're the only one, well, you and your crew are the only ones getting paid. Hooray. Yes, sir.
Exercise.
What for? It's overrated. What Buddy is referring to is the personal fitness of a referee. If I was still a Federation referee and they called me today and said, hey, FC Dallas is playing Galaxy on Saturday, and we'd like you to do the center of that game, Mr. Board. Not a chance. I wouldn't even do the fourth official. Number one, I guess you can tell real quick, like, I'm too old. Really, I'm too old. Not up here, just chronologically. Hey, give me a break. I'm not fit for it. I'll be the first to tell you that. I don't think I could run to the elevator without breathing hard. You guys don't have that advantage or disadvantage. You should be fit ×2 of the games that you're doing. And if you're not, shame on you, get that way. We haven't, PSA hasn't at this point in time put together a fitness test for referees. It's probably a good thing that we don't, because I'd fail. Then I'd have to go home